Hello all you hellions. Welcome or welcome back, whichever the case may be. I am going to be doing another shower curtain review, and for this week it's going to be the cult classic that is also a childhood favorite of mine. This is 1984's Night of the Comet. So funnily enough, Mary Woronov, I think that's how you pronounce her name, she played Audrey in this movie. She originally was quoted as not believing this movie would ever make it as a cult classic. She felt that it was too much of a fad movie with your Valley Girls and your mall shopping and just everything that happened to do with the time that it was filmed, that she thought it was, again, never going to become a cult classic. She was wrong. And here it is on my shower curtain. Right there, Night of the Comet. And here's Sir Vincent. Yeah, he's hanging out with me. This little gem is an end-of-the-world zombie movie that has enough of a twist on zombies that I believe people who do not care for that kind of movie might actually enjoy this one. Heads up, there will be spoilers. Here we go. This is the story of two sisters, Regina and Samantha. Heather Langenkamp apparently read for the part of Samantha. I think she would have been great, but Kelly Maroney really does a killer job in this part. Regina works at a local theater where a comet party is in full swing. The comet has not been seen from Earth for 65 million years, not since the dinosaurs disappeared. Interesting. While Samantha is at home, where her stepmother Doris is also throwing a comet party. This actually looks like an awesome block party, one that I myself would go to. Sam and Doris exchange heated words and then slaps. Kelly Maroney, who plays Sam, didn't feel she gave the right reaction to being slapped, so asked Sharon Farrell, who plays Doris, to really slap her. She got the reaction she wanted. Due to this exchange, Sam decides to run away. The best she could do, however, is to stay the night in their steel lawn storage shed, while Reggie stays the night with Larry, the projectionist, in the steel projection room. Doris, on the other hand, watches the comet. Now, pay attention to this red dust movie poster. I'm going to touch on this in a moment. The morning after the comet, Reggie starts to notice something seems off. Downtown LA is completely deserted. And then she meets a zombie. And oh, holy shit, these zombies talk.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
Come here, your ass.
Reggie escapes and rides through the eerily deserted LA. Reggie finds Samantha, who is all set for her cheer practice. Side note, she kept one of the two cheer outfits she wore in this movie. And together, they find Doris. Remember that red dust movie poster? All that watched the comet turned to red dust. Huh? This dust is in fact brick dust. Now guys, they did an amazing job setting the scene for the aftermath of the comet, with the ever-red sky and the human dust blowing in the breeze. To get the shots showing desolate LA, they filmed in the morning with traffic held temporarily at stoplights. This could not have been easy. As a matter of fact, these motorcycle cops in Sam's nightmare sequence were real cops that helped to keep traffic at bay. Thanks, guys. The sisters head to the radio station after hearing the DJ on the radio. They don't find the DJ, but they do find Hector, a truck driver who spent the previous night in the back of his steel truck. Yep, those who stayed in a steel room seem unaffected by the comet. While Reggie and Hector are deep in conversation, Sam goes live on air. She starts out by saying this line.
I'll be taking requests from all you teenage comet zombies.
This was the original title for the movie. While on air, Sam gets a call from the hotline. A group of scientists have been looking for survivors and said they will come get them to take them back to the think tank. They also said to be careful that there are those that were only slightly exposed to the comet. They were indoors, but not surrounded by steel. What happened to Doris and all who were directly exposed to the comet will eventually happen to them, but before that happens, they are dangerous. Hector goes to San Diego to check on his friends and family with promises to return to the radio station. Reggie and Sam do a little target practice. The cast was told that due to low budget, they want as few takes as possible. To avoid reshoots, just improvise if something goes wrong. This weapon actually jams. What comes next is an excellent improvised line.
See, this is the problem with these things. Daddy would have gotten us Uzis. The car didn't know the difference.
After desolating a car, Reggie and Sam are left in this desolate city with no one else around and come up with an idea. While writing the screenplay, Tom Eberhardt asked a bunch of teenagers what they would do if they were facing the end of the world. This is what many of them came up with. The sisters head to the mall. We get a very realistic scene of what young women would do if given free rein, at least in a mall. And then the creepiest zombie of the movie.
You're crazy!
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck!
The sisters are captured and forced to play a game.
It's called Scary Noises.
Just before the game's conclusion, the group from the phone call arrive. The sisters are now separated. Reggie goes to the think tank, while Oscar and Audrey stay behind with Sam to wait for Hector. Now I'm just saying, in this situation, I don't care how great these newcomers seem, there is no way in hell you could ever separate me and my sister. When Hector arrives, he finds only Audrey waiting for him. She takes a moment to tell Hector she wrote something out for him to read and explained that those in the think tank during the comet were in a steel building but left the vents open with the fans on. This was a type of experiment. They were then all exposed. Now in desperation, they look for survivors to drain them of their blood in hopes of creating some sort of serum. Audrey was never happy with this plan and just wanted for them to all fade away to dust, but agreed to at least do blood tests on the survivors that just arrived. That is until she saw they were children. Mary Woronov wrote most of her dialogue for this scene in the radio station. Anyway, Sam was getting rashes due to the end of the world stress, and Audrey was left behind to kill her, as she was believed to be exposed, thus the rashes. In the original script, Sam dies. Seeing as she is my favorite character, I was happy that they changed their mind. Hector, Sam, and Reggie save the day and the children. With the rain doing the rest, washing away all of the clothes and dust, revealing a once again clear sky. This is easily one of my top 100 favorite horror movies of all time. The soundtrack really sets the mood for what's going on in a certain scene. The story I find to be very interesting, and all of the acting is on point. And I absolutely love the changes that they made in these zombies. That only those exposed in part to the comet will actually become one. They are easier to kill, they talk, and they are not the undead, just slowly dying. I thought this was a very creative idea. There were just a few scenes that seemed to drag just a bit, but that for me in no way is a deal breaker. 4 coffins. As always, thank you all for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.